Howdy, 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 it's Brian, and I'm back. Kind of like a never-ending nightmare. Anyway, I'm here with Brian's Words of Wisdom, and before we start off, now, I turned 50 in December 2019, and I was going to quit smoking. And I've been doing pretty good for the most part. I smoked about 2.5 packs a day since the time I was about, I'd say 15 years old. That'd have been 1985. So to 2019, I smoked quite a few cigarettes. Anyway, and right now I'm down to about a half a pack, I suppose. Some days a little better, some days a little worse. But I'm working on it. So I know I'm smoking right now, but it's just been one of those days. But I'm working on it. You know, just move forward. You're out there, too. Where am I going? Here? This? You right there. You move forward. Don't look in the past. Look forward. So, but anyway, I've been looking on the internets and on the Twitterverse and on the Facebook walls and all that kind of good stuff. And I noticed a lot of people complaining about all the problems we got in life and how, you know, something's always somebody else's fault. And if they got a problem and they have a hardship in their life, you know, it's you got two ways to be able to handle it. And I want to give you a story. Some of you older people might have heard it before. Some of you younger people might have not have heard it before. But it's about the farmer's donkey. And I want to tell you, this is kind of how I try to live my life. It gets hard sometimes, I know, but I found this in the recesses way back in the gray matter up in here. And so I figured, what the hell, I'll share a little bit of this story and this kind of words to live by, you know. Well, anyway, one day this farmer's donkey fell down into a well. And that poor animal cried and cried for hours, you know, just hee-haw, hee-haw, whatever they do. And that farmer, he tried to figure a way to get him out. And he looked down in there, looked down the well with a flashlight, and he's thinking maybe he can put a ladder down there, but, you know, a donkey can't climb a ladder. You know, he's going to throw down a rope, but, you know, donkeys got hooves on their hands. They can't grab onto a rope. And they can't put around him and tie knots, so he wasn't sure what to do. So he's scratching his head, and they finally said, yeah, you know what? It's impossible. I can't do it. And that animal's old anyway. And the well, it's dry. There's no water in it anyways. So it's not even worth trying to get that old donkey out of there. We'll just have to put him out of his misery. So the farmer asked his neighbors to come on over and help him out, and they're going to cover up the well with the donkey in it. So they all grabbed shovels, and they began shoveling dirt into the well. Just putting dirt in the well right on top of the donkey. At first, though, you know, when the donkey realized what was going on, he started heeing and hawing and crying and honking and all kinds of things horribly. But then, to everyone's amazement, he quieted it down, and he started letting out some of those happy little brays that donkey makes, you know. Well, a few shovelloads later, the farmer looked down the well with a flashlight to see what was happening, and he was astonished at what he saw. With every shovel of dirt that hit his back, the donkey was shaking it off. Then he'd take a step up, shovel the dirt, shaking it off, take a step up. So as the farmer's neighbors and they continued to shovel the dirt on top of the donkey, and he continued to take it off, shake it off, and take a step up, pretty soon, to everybody's amazement, that donkey stepped up over the edge of the well, and he just trotted on off. Well, think about that, you know. Just think about that. You know, life's going to shovel dirt on you all the time. But the trick of getting out of the well is to shake it off and take a step up. So if you apply wisdom at every adversity, you can turn it into a stepping stone. And the way to get out of the deepest well is by never giving up, but just by shaking yourself off and taking a step up. What happens to you isn't nearly as important as how you react to it. Think about it. Also, just remember, even with the problems that we all have, the average American garbage disposal still eats better than 30% of the world's population. So be thankful for what you got. Praise the Lord for all the blessings that He's given us. You know, He doesn't fix our problems. If you think about it. If you're a believer and you believe in the Bible, that's great. If you don't, I guess, I understand, nothing against you, but I pray for you. But the Lord, He never took anybody out of a bad situation. What did He do? He helped them get through it. That's right, through it. So if you're having a bad day, a bad time, put your rest in your heart. Put your heart right there. Give it to the Lord. Give your problems to the Lord. He'll get you through it. He might not take it away, but He'll get you through it. Tomorrow's always a chance. It'll be a better day. Y'all have a good one. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.